Hello, me hearties. A very good evening to you, and Dinky-Doo. It's just me, Scottie McClue. I thought we'd pop up tonight just for a little bit of a change, say hi to everybody, see what's happening with you, and get a bit of chat going tonight. So it's 9 o'clock, nothing gets past me, and it's a Saturday night. Yes, that can happen too. And if you tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10, then we can get started just as and when it suits you. So there you go. Lovely to be with you, of course, and a very warm welcome. We'll get a bit of chat going, and I can say hi to you on the chat as well. So I'll just say hiya. That's it. That's what we do. How's that? There we go. And that's the chat started. Wonderful stuff. Dinky-Doo. Everybody's coming and joining us. This is what we like. Get the word out there, and we'll see how far we can go. Big up Reform and Scottie, says Tommy. So there you are. Yes, indeed, Tommy. I tell you, wonderful stuff. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We haven't got together on a Saturday night for a long time because I've not been 100%. But here we are. I'm still not 100%. But if we can manage a wee chat, that would be very, very good. So there you go. Tom Wells, Scottie lad, Dinky-Doo. Tom, lovely to have you with us. And welcome, I say to you. Dexter's just joined us. Jonah's joined us. I loved you on the radio, says Roz. Roz, you're very kind. I loved doing the radio. And I'll tell you, if ever the United Kingdom needed a proper talk show with Scottie McClue, it's right now. So there we go. But we will press on and see how we do tonight. Wonderful stuff. The radio is great fun. Right, Michael. Good evening, Mr. McClue. Much respect to you from stunning Derbyshire. Derbyshire will be beautiful today. Well, it's beautiful at any time of the year, Derbyshire. But Buxton, Bakewell, I love it. Dinky-Doo, loved your TFM and Teesside, says Carol. Greetings, Scottie from London. Jonah, we love to have you with us from London. Are you a Londoner, I say? Dinky-Doo, says Ross. Dinky-Doo, Ross. Wonderful. Hi, Scottie. Good to see you back. Thank you, Susan. And thank you for joining us the other night for the quick pop-up. We liked that. Hello from Glasgow, says Kimberly. Hello, Kimberly. I'm so glad you could make it tonight. Tell 10 to tell 10. Get sharing everything on here. That's what it's all about. Am I sitting a little squint on the TikTok? What about the YouTube channel? Can you all see me on there as well? I've just popped up, Roz. Fantastic. Oh, you're amazing. Oh, so are you, Kimberly. I tell you, you've just got the #1 gifter badge. Thank you for that. Kimberly has sent me 4 red roses. Is that not beautiful? 4 red roses. Hello from Kendal. Oh, I love Kendal. Have you got the Brewery Arts Centre? There we go. We love that. The Brewery Arts Centre in Kendal. Kimberly, and Sean is sending me red roses as well. You're very, very kind. Remember, you never, ever, ever have to give Scottie McClue anything. I tell you. Now, who have we got here? Thank you, Kimberly. George has liked the live. Good one. Get following, guys, as soon as you can. Join my team. Hello. We love you. Join my team, I say to you. Hi, Scottie. Dinky-Doo. Dinky-Doo, everybody. Thank you very much. Scottie, you're some man. Well, we're still going. We're 32 years of the radio this week. And, or is it maybe next week or the week after? I can't remember. No, it must be. Yeah, I think it's probably 2 weeks on Monday is the actual 32nd anniversary. But the other day we had 40 years of being in ITV. I thought that was amazing. Now, what have we got here? Have you been to Benidorm? No, that's a little luxury I've been denied in my life so far. Hi, Scottie, what do you think the outcome of the election will be? Will anything change? Well, it's very interesting how the Reform Party have suddenly surged ahead of the Tories. Is that you in the pictures behind? I do believe it is. They were presented to me because I had somebody who was obviously a little bit jealous going, what are you doing with pictures of yourself up? Oh, sorry. Did he think I should have pictures of him? So there we go. Now then, Oh, thank you very much, Roz. Yes, indeed. Very good. We can see you very clear on YouTube. Now, that's a first, isn't it? We like that. And we've got new internet coming, guys. So all should be well. Am I a little squint on the TikTok? I'll see if I can square up. How's that? Is that looking slightly better on the TikTok? Oh, Scotty Dinky-Doo. Yes, indeed. Now, you know I'm not going to mention any of that. I'd love to try an Arbroath smoky, Mr. McClue. It sounds wonderful. I believe you can go into the smoke shed and actually get one fresh and hold it in your hand. I don't know if they give you a bit of paper because it'll be hot and you can just gobble it up. Smoked fish. Lovely. What is the actual Arbroath smoky, though? What is it they're smoking? Do tell us. I've always wondered what they're smoking up in Arbroath. So there you go. Ashton, stop bombing me with all that stuff, okay? Because you know I'm not going to answer and I'll have to mute you. So there we go. Badger, Dinky-Doo, lovely to hear you here. Evening, are you okay? Are you German? Nein, ich spreche Deutsch. Ich bin ein Ausländer, nicht verstehen. Why did we not sing the national anthem at the Scotland-Germany game last night? We just got a wee folk tune. We got Flower of Scotland, which is very nice, but it's not the national anthem. And we've been discussing this. A little cloudy on YouTube. The weather or me, JD? It's been a long time since I've seen you, Sir Sam. Last time I was here, I was unemployed, lost and depressed, but I'm doing much better in life. Good to see you live. Sam, we hope that you are no longer unemployed, lost and depressed. Pablo, what are you doing giving me all these red roses? Oh my good knows me. Guys, can you hear me and see me all right? Let me know. There we are. Paul J saying reform. Yes, how's business, Scotty? Tom, can't complain. There we are. Not been well. I had to go off my work. I was on. Pablo, what are you doing? You would give away the shirt off your back. Guys, Pablo is sending me hundreds of red roses. So there we are. And Janu has sent Rosa 86 roses from Pablo. Can you say happy birthday to my friend Logan? I can, Ethan. Yes, indeed. Thank you, guys, for all my beautiful presents. Janu has sent me a necklace. Is that not beautiful? It would have been better if Nicola Sturgeon sang our national anthem. God save the King. Very good. God save our gracious King. Fantastic. Anyway, I did watch the game last night, but sad stuff, you know what I mean? But they should have sung. The Germans sang the national anthem. They sang the German national anthem, and we didn't have the Scottish national anthem. We just had Flower of Scotland, which is a good, rousing song. There we are. Although originally it wasn't. It was sung quite softly by the Corries. You're looking $1 million, mate. You're very, very kind. So there you go. There's Megan saying shoo. There we are. Shoo to you, Megan. Putting on her shoes. There we go. I tell you, lots and lots of reaction from you guys. This is what we like. And we'll pop up just as long as it suits us. It's very nice. Subscribe if you're on the YouTube channel. Follow me if you're on the TikTok. And oh, who sent me a huge jigsaw? That's beautiful, that. Best country. There we are. Yes, absolutely. What did we all think of the game last night? Do you think we could have done better? Scotty, what's your political stance? Well, AJ, as you know, I'm not a political animal because I feel that being in the media, it's rather good if you're not. But I do like what's happening, I tell you. Do you think we'll get anywhere in the Euros? 5-1 feels so bad. Yeah, but it's 5-1. And was there not a goal disallowed? So it could have been 6-1. Am I right? There we are. It was brutal, Scotty. Hi from Austria. Austria. Ja, ja. How lovely to have you with us from Österreich. There we are. Nicht Deutsch sprechen. Ich bin ein Ausländer. Nicht verstehen. So there we go. A shout out to Mrs. Shannon. Thank you very much. Scotty, are you Labour or Tory? Well, I'm not political, as I say, so, you know, they're kind of two cheeks of the same face. So I don't think you'll see any difference. Scotty's a force to be reckoned with. Argentina lost the first game in the World Cup and went on to win it. There's hope for us yet. There's always hope until there's no hope. And then that's it. You've got two hopes, you know, hope and no hope. 50% of the live go. Oh my goodness me. We're halfway with our live roses. Thank you. Get off the fence, Scotty. Brian, who thinks I'm on any fence? You might be on the fence. Do you not think you're on the fence if you declare one party or the other? So if I said I'm a big Labour man, is that not me sitting on the fence? If I said I'm a big Tory man, I'm sitting on the fence. A big UK reform. There we are. Very interesting. They've overtaken the Tories, by the way. Could they win the election? Are you a huntsman? I'm a crack shot, but I don't hunt. I have deer stalked, but I got a row for blowing my nose. I love watching your live. Thank you, Kimberly. You're dodging the questions, says Brian. Brian, I'm dodging nothing. Have a look at my TikTok videos. Are you doing Collins tonight, says Zach? Maybe a little bit later, Zach. We'll see if we get the phones to fire up. They've not been used for a long time. The Germans are good divers, says John Donnelly. Well, I don't know. My friend works in the oil industry, and he's a diver, so I'll ask him when he comes out of SAT. Scotty, do you think it'd be good if Reform do win the election? If they do what they say they're going to do, and this is always the problem with any political party, will they actually do what they say they're going to do? Yeah, I think we're very suspicious of Labour, and we've been suspicious of the Tories for the last 12 years. I think you're SNP, says Brian. No, Brian. Although I am independence for Scotland, I think we could see a lot of that, but that's not necessarily SNP. I think what should happen, if you've got a party in the Scottish Parliament, then they should all be pro-independence. Who's just given me something huge? Sing us a Scottish song. Yes. Every night I hang my trousers up on the back of the bedroom door. The wife, she rummels through my poochies when I'm asleep beneath the quilt. And every time I walk, I'm always sorely broke. And that's the reason now I wear the kilt. Did you like that? There you go. Best thanks, Susan. Still here, says Tom. Good evening, DINKY-DOO, says Count McCLUE, who's in Poland. Guys, this is why I love this. Now, as you know, nobody loved the radio shows more than me, but I love this because we've got McCLUE there in Poland. You didn't used to get that on a Scottish radio station. Did you attend Stirling University? No, Jay, but I set up the radio station in Stirling 34 years ago, Central FM. And I was nominated to be the rector of Stirling University, along with the lovely guy that was the author that sadly is no longer with us, Ian Banks, and Prince Edward, the Duke of Edinburgh now. He was it. So it was three of us in. There was Prince Edward, there was Ian Banks, and there was myself. And that was for the rector of Stirling University. It'll maybe come round again. Germany 5, Scotland 1, says Gary. Gary, we are aware of that. Scotty has a rich history. Janu, I do indeed. I say to you, thoughts on the Princess of Wales making an appearance? Lovely to see her. And the little ones, yes, looking amazing. I listened to you on Scott FM, says Brian. Brian, do you know this year, December, 30 years since I came to Scott FM. And it absolutely wakened the nation up. Scotty, we look alike, you lucky person. I also listened on L10 L109, L107, that would be. Scotty. Yes, what are we saying here? Oh, yes, Ford Fiesta has liked the live. Excellent. Reese has joined us. DINKY-DOO, Reese. Lovely to have you with us and a very warm welcome. I think we'll do about another 15 minutes, if you like that, guys. Scottish legend. So there we are. Paul says, I've got knee paint. All right, are you painting? Count Marcilago, are the baked bean tins and string working tonight, Scotty? Or are you just doing a quick chat? Just a quick chat, Marcilago, to let everybody know that we're back in, you know. And hopefully I'll be back at my work in another week or so. It's broken my heart having to off work for the first time in 50 years. I got the mother and father of all chest infections. So there we are. DINKY-DOO, top man, Jugi, yes, absolutely, Jugi. You don't need to spam us. Yes, indeed. Were you in the audience of Francie and Josie? Jim, I was. I was in the audience of Francie and Josie, and I was absolutely honoured to be there. Honoured. And I went to chat to them afterwards, and they were so lovely. They were both massive Scottie McClue fans. How humbling is that? Ricky Fulton and Jack Mulroy being fans of your show. And Jack says, Scotty, Mary, his wife Mary passed away about a year or two ago. I think she was 100. Mary Lee, lovely, lovely lady. And Jack said, Scotty, we listen to your show every day, son. And see, when you finish, we just put a F. Thought I saw you with the bonnet on. Brilliant. How are we? Absolutely. The bonnet on, Jim, yes. They put the lights up. And I don't know why they focused on me, because there was lots of famous people there. I can't tell you. So what happened to your badge, Scotty? I had to take the badge off because I went to the shops and I was just going in and I thought, oh, here, I've got my badge on. But I don't know if I've got it here, Tom, and I'll put it back on. You see, but I thought, oh, my goodness, I'm at the shops, I've got my badge. And I once went into the petrol station, and the lads in the petrol station are a great chat. Look at this. Janu says, humbling. You are a Scottish institution. Somebody said I should be in one. Hello, Scotty. What are your favourite crisps? Well, do you know, Chromo, I'm not on the crisps these days. Very, very strange. So I'm not actually on the crisps. Guys, thank you for all my red roses. Amazing. Top man, but sings the wrong national anthem. Reese, there's no wrong national anthem. The national anthem's God Save the King. And that's it. And until that changes, nothing else is a national anthem. I mean, we like Flower of Scotland, but it's a folk tune. It's like the Ländler in Austria. You know what I mean? It's a lovely folk tune, but it's not the national anthem. And I keep telling these dafties that. Good evening from Bergen in Norway, Scotty. Just had a delicious warm fish soup, and I'm chilling. Chilling after a warm soup. I love it. I see what you just did there. Do you know my father was part of liberating the airport at Sola? So there you are. Who are you voting for, Geezer? I think I'll vote for my auntie. She's good. So there we go. And she does a lovely tablet. Now, what have we got here? I thought you must have been a bit distant for a reason. I hope you'll get through my problems also in time. Marcilago, there's always a wee challenge in life. Good evening from Paisley in Glasgow. Who's winning the Euros? Well, hopefully Scotland are winning the Euros, but they've got a wee bit to make up, I think. You know what I'm saying? Long time, Scotty. Sandy Black. Hi, how are you, Sandy? Justin says, you're Justin. Says, long time, Scotty. Long time, just in. This is excellent, guys. Amazing stuff, I tell you. Here's somebody trying to come on the phone. You're live at Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
DINKY-DOO, Scotty. How you doing?
Tom, how are you, Lala? Are you okay?
All good, Lala. Yourself?
Yes, absolutely. We'll not be too long on the phone, but it's very nice to hear you.
I wasn't sure if they would have been operating or not tonight, Sky. I just thought I'd give it a ring and see what.
Yes, I don't think we'll last for the hour, Tom, but we'll maybe do another 10 minutes, you know?
Do no harm, Scotty.
There won't do us any harm, that, will it, la?
No, well, as long as you feel up to it, Scotty.
How's yourself? Oh, I've been in a bad way, though, Tom, I'm telling you.
I'm sorry to hear that, Scotty.
Oh,
these days.
well, I've just never, ever had anything like it. It was just the mother and father of all chest infections.
Yeah,
Excuse me, rolling up my sleeves. I've been doing the dishes, you know.
I got a bad case of the old COVID there for the first time. I've never had it before, you know.
Nasty. It's nasty, Tom.
You ever had the COVID yourself?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have it and they don't realise they have it, you know.
Well, maybe. I mean, maybe. Who knows? This might have been it. You know, you don't know.
Who knows, Scotty?
Who knows? But anyway, more importantly, how are you?
I'm doing the best, Scotty. I'm just spending the night over at Sean's place today. I was out with Mary on there. Sean's getting on the best, you know.
Right, he's doing all right. There's just the same. My dad was always on steroids with his chest. He had COPD.
I've heard that before. That. Oh. I was telling you that Sean wasn't too well a while back there.
All right, not so good.
He seemed to be back up on his feet now. I had some sort of, they thought it was a stroke, but luckily it was only some sort of seizure, you know.
I wonder, did you tell me that before?
I think I might have done, Scotty, yeah.
Yes, and he's back. He was actually okay.
Yeah, the only thing is upsetting him that, you know, obviously after you have an epileptic fit, you know, he can't drive for a year, you know.
Yeah, that will annoy him. But tell him I'm asking for him.
Oh, yes, Scott, I will do.
Nice,
I'll
man.
not keep it too long, Scotty.
No, not at all, Tom. And listen, it's lovely to hear you, and we will have a proper catch-up at another time.
We will do, Scotty.
And
later on down the line.
DINKY-DOO, take great care of your dear self.
Right, Scotty, DINKY-DOO.
DINKY-DOO, Lala. God bless you. There we are. That's our Tom. That was excellent. So here we go on just a wee quick call. We'll do another. What have we got? Why don't we do another 8 minutes and see what's what? Get points from La Suisse. So there you are. Says John Donnelly, La Suisse. Somebody once asked me. They said, "What do you you know, what are the benefits of Switzerland as a place?" And I said, well, I think the flag is a big plus. You know, I think that's important. So there we go. Evening, my lord. Good evening, the impressionist. How lovely to have you with us. And DINKY-DOO. That's a nice prancing horse in the background. I'll tell you what that is, Tom. That is Pegasus. Yes, those who to mount to heaven on Pegasus must ride. My father was a paratrooper. So there you are, and got dropped in. I was thinking about him at D-Day. He was Market Garden, and that was under Montgomery as well, if I remember right. My sister's going into hospital tomorrow for a hip operation, so Sandy. Sandy, you cherish her. Cherish her, I say to you. So there we go. Now, what have we got here? Hang on. Here's Marcus. Marcus is in the USA. Scottie McClue, who are you voting for? You haven't already told us. Well, if you're in the USA, Marcus, it's Big Donald, isn't it? Don. The America's just crying out for Donald. The poor Americans just cannot wait. And the establishment has tried to throw everything at that poor man. And he will be our savior. He will avoid World War III. Because he'll start talking sense to people. The Italy game, much better than last night, Scotty. Is it on just now, Sandy? Am I on during the football? Is that where everybody's hiding? We've only got another 6 minutes. Anyway, we have to dash. No, I'm asking about Scotland. Stay out of our politics. Marcus, Britain is never going to stay out of your politics if the Donald comes back. Because we love him over here. Yeah, it's on the BBC, says McAllister the goat. Yes, McAllister is here. And then throughout the palace rang with one tremendous cheer. Have you ever heard that, McAllister? Yes. Clansmen, the peat fire is burning bright. Sit round me in a ring. And I shall tell you of the night I danced before the king. There we go. We love it. What have we got here? Follow us as soon as you can. Thank you, McAllister. That is much appreciated. There we are. Pegasus Bridge was taken by Major Howard of the Ox and Bucks Regiment. Yes, Patrick. Well, that's right, Pegasus Bridge, yes. Well, my father was defending the bridge at Nijmegen. He used to get dropped in, they got towed in a Horsa glider. Then these things crashed into the ground. And a lot of people were killed landing. And my father was dropped in. And he then set up the communications and was under fire, you know. And this was a man, they were so humble, that generation. You had to really wheedle the information out of them. You know, that was the whole thing. People will be kicking themselves or going, we were watching the Euros. We didn't realize McCLUE was on. Why don't we do another 4 minutes? And then we'll dash off. Scottie McCLUE, 1, 2. Absolutely. So there we are. What do you mean stay out of your politics? Marcus. There we are. Scotland. Well, we've just got another new First Minister. Well, I think he's kind of been around before, you know. Very good though. And he was having lovely chats with very important people. I noticed last night on social media when he was over in Germany. Scotty, did you know that Mingus Campbell, the former Liberal Democrat leader, was a very famous runner? Yes, Robert, because Mingus Campbell was standing when I was tiny as the Liberal MP for Greenock. And I think that his father-in-law, if I've got this right, if I haven't, I do apologize, was General Urquhart. What about that? Did you know that, Robert? Check that out for me and see if I've got that right. There's Rachel, DINKY-DOO. Hi, Scotty. How are you? Oh, Rachel. Lovely to be back with all the people. That's all I can say. Sorry, Scotty, I hope you didn't mind the phone call. I wasn't sure the phones were operating. Well, Tom, no, not at all. I took the call. I managed to fire it up when I saw you come through, but I've just wanted to take one call tonight. Funnily enough, you know, the calls interrupt the flow. Very strange. There's so much happening around me here. I've maybe put too much into the show with the calls as well. Hi, Scotty from Holyhead in North Wales. I know it. Is it the M55 you take to Holyhead? And you can stop off at Carnarvon. Carnarvon. Yes, indeed. And you would press on to Holyhead, and that would take you, can you go Holyhead to Ireland? Have I got that right? The trucks all do that. So there, no, Tom, we don't mind the call at all. It's always lovely to hear you. You're a great man. Very nice man. Indeed, the E55 says Kingsley. Right, Kingsley, yes. But does it have, is it M'd at one point? There we are. DINKY-DOO. Now, let me get this right, Milk. DINKY-DOO from Salon. Do you see what I just did there? Did I get it right? Salon in Fife. Spelt saline, as in salty solution, and it's Salon. There you are. Indeed, you did, Milksteak. Thank you. It ends at Holyhead. Well, it will do, Kingsley, because it's not just the C after that. So it's good. Hi, Faithful Kirk says your news stepdad. Your new, not your news, your new stepdad. Hi, Scotty from Kingman in Arizona, AZ. How lovely to have you with us from Arizona. We love it in the United States of America. What's the motorway chat here? Well, Milk State, we were just talking about, we had a lovely chap on from Holyhead. And I was saying, was it the M5? No. A55 was he saying? No, the 55, is that not Blackpool? We're getting a bit mixed up with all our motorways here. What's your opinion on Reform UK? Kingsley, It doesn't matter. It's a breath of fresh air. These two windbags from the main parties talking nonsense. And then along comes this fascinating guy who doesn't need auto cues and things, knows his stuff. Thank you, your new stepdad, for the 10 red roses. You're very, very kind. Guys, I'm going to have to push off in a wee while. But it's been so lovely. And of course, I didn't realize the football was on again tonight. Scotty, was it? Yes, that's right. Yes, Robert, you're absolutely correct. That's right. Yes, Robert Urquhart. Yes, that's right. And great guy. Sean Connery played him, brilliant. And my father knew that lot. And Frost, Jack Frost, Major John Frost, walking across the bridge. Richard Tanner, lovely to hear you, and thank you for all these beautiful red roses. You're very, very kind. I tell you, I'm getting spoiled here. Scotty, have you ever flown with Aer Lingus first class service? I haven't, Tom, but I think I would enjoy that. There we are. Lovely people. Good airline, I've heard. It goes to Dunleary. Yes, from Holyhead, John. You get the ferry to Dunleary. Yes. I remember asking somebody, said, so what's the distance to Dunlocher? He goes, Dunleary. Oh, yes, sorry, of course. All these songs will be a touch of the Gaelic there, I would think. Cabraha u hachimamaha, falchi, kid milli falchi, don TikTok, agus YouTube. Hiya from the Punjab in India. We love the Punjab, Rabbit Man. Whereabouts are you? It was heartbreaking. Freedom at midnight. They split the Punjab. Oh, my goodness me. I'll tell you, the British were very good at taking over places, but very poor at leaving. Longshanks shared the live. DINKY-DOO, Scotty, long time no see. Says Sparkles. Hi from Ardrossan, says the Whiskey Man. Hello, Camera from Ardrossan. You're raging about the footy, Scotty. I was a wee bit upset last night because I took the night off to watch it. And I was giving it, oh no. You know, and that sort of stuff. And I'll tell you what, I mean, this isn't me just getting at Scotland, but behaviour on the pitch seems to have gone downhill in modern football. The kind of, I would have said, ungentlemanly tackling. Am I right? I mean, or am I talking nonsense? You tell me. Do you think much will change if Keir becomes PM? I don't think much will change for the better. I'll tell you that. So there you go. And somebody's saying the other day he'll just be temporary. Is Malig a nice place, Scotty? I'm hoping to go in October. I've not been to Malig, Robert, but I hear very good things about it. And I think it was Malig, big fishing port. And all the ladies used to go to Malig to gut the fish. And these were gangs of gutters who moved around the country. Am I right? And they used to go down to Hull and gut fish there off the Hull trawlers. My goodness, that was a tough game. I remember talking to a lovely lady, and she said she was married to a fisherman. I said, oh, he'll be a hard man. I said, there's only one thing harder than a fisherman. And she says, what's that? I says, a fisherman's wife. So there you go. MXK indeed. The only guy I listened to on radio as a kid, Diesel. How lovely to hear you. Do you know that when Scotty McClue's on the wireless, people have an appointment to listen and used to put their tellies off? It makes me wonder why somebody in one of maybe the television companies has not spotted the potential of an hour of McCLUE live on the network, it would just be a game changer. Maybe they don't want to change the game. Maybe they want the audience to fragment and just wander away. So there you go. Do you think independence will be good for us in Scotland? Oh, yes. Yes, I think so. I mean, I used to be a big unionist. And then I looked at just what gets thieved and squandered from Scotland. And I thought, oh, no, no, no. This has to stop. So there we go. Diesel says you're blacklisted. No, I don't think so, Diesel. Why would I be? I've never put a foot wrong. So there you go. Scotty should fly to Belfast for a weekend. Now, somebody was telling me, Tom, that when you fly to Belfast, you're up in the air just for seconds. George Best used to fly over because George and I had the same agent. Marvellous man. We still have to play Switzerland and Hungary in the football. Still plenty for the old bonny lads to play for. Go Scotland! Yes, Robert Scrimger. Go Scotland, my boy. I tell you. And thank you for your message of kindness last night. It was lovely. No, I don't think there's any blacklisting. I think just things change. And you'll find that these networks are now run by young people. I mean, why would you blacklist Scottie McClue? Do you know what I mean? I've never put a foot wrong. I've never said anything wrong. I've never, I'm apolitical, blah, 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 blah. I hope you're doing well, Scotty. Although somebody did tell me that I think it's the BBC, the presenter's not supposed to have an opinion. Now, come on. Let's all wise up, you know. Absolutely. I tell you, I think McClue might have an opinion, no matter how I tried not to have an opinion. Because part of the attraction for the last 32 years for the people of the UK is McClue's opinions. You might agree with them, you might not. It doesn't matter. Whereabouts are you from, big man? I'm from the universe, Connor. I originated in Greenock in Scotland. What's the craic, sir? Helensburgh, I think, says Diesel. No, Diesel, I used to work on the Helensburgh ferry, the Granny Kempock. Does anybody remember the Granny Kempock? And I would stand on Gurrock Pier. I think we did 7 trips a day. And I'd shout, Helensburgh. Then about half an hour later, I would stand on Helensburgh Pier and I would shout, yes, you've guessed it, Gurrock! He was the anchor, very good, Diesel, the anchor, I get you. And the foghorn, Diesel, are you getting a wee bit cheeky? Do you enjoy a spot of golf per se? Absolutely not per se. So there you are. And I shall tell you, I had lunch in perhaps the top golf club in Scotland. I won't actually name it. Helensburgh Gurrock, Scotty. When did that service cease? Well, Mr. Ritchie, I think, passed away round about 1980. Would that be possible? 79, 80, something like that, I think. He was such a lovely, lovely man. You couldn't get a harder worker. And there were the Ritchie brothers. Gledachus or James Lithgow's country house. Looked classical, built, I think, 1925. They were lovely people, the Lithgows. I'm currently looking out the window onto Carnoustie. Well, wait to tell you this, you're some boy, a good laugh. So there we are. Reese, do not worry. I tell you, I shall return. Scotty, I've not seen you in ages. Do you know your Motherwell? Oh, my Motherwell. Yes, absolutely. Somebody said there should be another stop after Motherwell that was Fatherwell. And then the next stop would be Bothwell. I'm from Port Glasgow, Scotty. Top man. Scotty, how are you, my man? The Clunbury. Well, you'll remember the Lithgows. Whatever happened to L107, Scotty boy? We had, without going into detail, a very serious stewardship problem. So there we are, with a certain individual. I used to love listening to you on the radio. You're funny. Drumchapel, Motherwell, Port Glasgow, all good. No, I'll tell you what I love. If you get the train in from Dalmuir and it goes in through Anderson and it goes through to Motherwell, am I right? Low level. Yes, Argyle Street. Am I right? Through the central station to Motherwell. Mon the Germans, says Will Jones. So there you are. Chrissy says, Scotty, you're a Tim. I wonder what a Tim is. Tim. Maybe she means I'm Timaeus. I always arrive on time. So there we are. That's good. Scotty, why are certain parts of Glasgow classed as East Renfrewshire, like Clarkston and Giffnock? Because, Robert, they got split up. You didn't used to have East Renfrewshire, if I remember right. You just had Renfrewshire. And that covered Inverclyde and East Renfrewshire and Paisley. Yes? So what's Paisley? What does that come under? What's the area that Paisley's in? Paisley and Renfrew. So it was all just Renfrewshire, and it was a huge shire. You're so sweet. You're very kind. Greenock, absolutely. PG, says Chrissy. Can you say my name? Well, Aaron, I'll just call you Aaron, and you'll know that it's for you. How about that? Giffnock, sorry, yes, Giffnock. Gurrock's all to one side. John Donnelly, that's what we used to say. Oh, you're away to one side like Gurrock. Because I think probably it was heavier built up on one side than the other. Can you all say hello? Yes, we can. Open the phone lines, says Diesel. Are you going to phone in? Good banter, big man. Yes, absolutely. So, what you had in Paisley was the headquarters of Renfrewshire Education Committee, and it was huge. And I went to a school that was served by Renfrewshire Education Committee. Now, I usually got to go home for lunch, but you could stay in school for lunch, and you could have a posh lunch for 11D, 11pence, which is, what's 11D? Probably under 5p. Or you could get 10pence, a blue ticket. 11pence was a buff coloured ticket, brick coloured ticket. I think I still got one. But the food would be ruined now. And blue was 10pence, 10D. And green was 9pence if you had a brother or sister at the school. So there you are. Chrissy says, was it a Protestant school? No, there's no such thing, Chrissy, as a Protestant school. No, it was non-denominational. So there we are. I tell you, there's greetings from North Wales, says Dylan. Dylan, Yakida. Well, Nosta, I say to you. How fantastic is that? So there we are. So, Robert, I think that's your answer. There was only Renfrewshire. And, of course, Renfrew was the royal borough, I think. Was that right? I tell you, are you rich, bro? Diesel. I am probably, I would say, if not the richest man in the world, certainly one of the richest men in the world. You know, I mean, and I don't measure rich in terms of cash money. That's not what rich is. Rich is being able to sit here and talk to you. That's rich. Well, that's rich. You were always booting folk off the phone in. Well, Polly, of course, because these were silly people. I wasn't going to talk to silly people when we only had 3 hours a night. Scotty DINKY-DOO, did you watch the Scotland game last night? Yes, I did. I'm not saying I wish I hadn't, but I did. I think I went to make a cup of tea, and when I got back, Scotland had scored. I thought, well, I don't think we're going to get any goals now. I'll nip and make a cup of tea. Have you ever been to Carmarthen? Yes, I have. I had a lovely visit to Carmarthen. And I went into, there was a wee pub in the square. And I went in to have a light refreshment. And a gentleman came over and spoke to me in Welsh. And he said, I said, sorry. He went, English, eh? I said, no, Scottish. He went, oh, Scottish. How about that, guys? I've got neeps, says Lloydie, tatties. Hang on. White pudding, iron brew with me. I'm from near the brig. Oh, Lloydie. Lucky boy. Lucky boy. Did you watch Tripping the Colour? I saw a bit of it today. I saw the rain was tremendous. And I saw all these poor souls going back in the rain. I'll tell you what I thought. They need to give the Royals a wee chamois for inside, because you'd wee Princess Charlotte trying to rub the steam off the windows in the coach to wave to folk. And I thought somebody should have popped a wee demister pad in there. So to give that window a wee wipe down, will you, Hen? And that sort of stuff. I tell you. Are you still on the wireless, Scotty boy? No doubt, boy. We're not on the wireless anymore, but we are on TikTok, as you know, and we're on the YouTube channel. And if you'd like to visit the YouTube channel, please do, but subscribe. And the way to get to the YouTube channel, if you're on the TikTok, is to go up to the bio at the top there and tap the live link, and it'll take you right to the YouTube. Subscribe. Come back and tell me you've subscribed, and I'll shout you out, because I'll be able to see it here. It was good to see the Princess of Wales back. Yes. I always feel a bit for the drum horses. When I was young, there was a drum horse called Kikero. Kikero. Yes, lovely big character. But they don't seem too bothered. They're sitting there, and the boys are giving it all this on the top, you know. And then, of course, I love the way the officers mounted can manage the salute, you know. Your Majesty's Guard is ready to march off, sir. Do I have your permission? You do? Escort for the colour! Lovely stuff. I tell you, no, it was great, and I enjoyed that. I didn't, and I never will, says R. McKenna. R. McKenna, what a silly thing to say. I didn't, and I never will. Because this is one of our finest traditions. And you're saying that you think it's a load of something or other. How would you know if you've never watched it? That's perhaps the most ignorant comment I've ever had to read out on a live show. You know what I mean? So watch it. Go and watch a recording. You'll get it. You'll get it on YouTube, and see what. Have you ever worn a Rolex watch, Scotty? My final question. No, but I was offered one. It was a very wealthy friend. Said, Scotty, do me a favor. Choose a watch. I'd like you to have one. I said, no, my dear fellow, I have no need of anything like that. So if I need to check the time, I've got my phone here. So I turned it down. I could have had myself, I think I would probably have chosen a Submariner, because I do a bit of work at sea occasionally. You see, I'm a sea man. I tell you, I would rather be an A or a B man, but I'm a C man. I tell you. So there we go. Guys, I said I was just popping up for 5 minutes. You're naughty. Here I am, and we've been up for, it's just coming up to 50 minutes. Will we go, or will we do another few minutes? What do you think? Right, who we got here? Get following. Scotty boy, a shout out to the Sholins team. Yes, indeed, Sholins, we love you. Do you think Jesus bit his nails? Stop. Somebody was saying today about the national anthem, and we're discussing it live on TikTok. So look at the TikTok live, guys. Look at the videos, watch them, join in the debates. McCLUE's got a fabulous debate going on TikTok and YouTube. So there you go. Funny if they're all wet, says John Donnelly. I'm in a nice wee village called Drumchapel. Is that how you say it, Diesel? I call it Drumchapel. Is that where the people from Bear's Den come in and steal the Wayne's bikes? We like Drumchapel. Was that not where Billy Connolly was from? He's originally Partick and then he moved to the drum. I like the drum. It's good. I'll tell you a story. I once had a car and I was going out to just near to Drumchapel to get a wee service. And I was coming in and I got on the bus. I just saw the bus pull up and I thought, why am I walking away in the old Great Western Road when I could get in that bus? So I had a $5. And the driver looks at me like this. He goes, what do you expect me to do with that? I said, well, take the fare out of it. He went, not got any change. It wasn't all that automatic stuff. Not got any change. I said, so what do I do? Do I have to get off of it? Well, see if anybody's got change. So anyway, I goes on to this bus, right? It's full of all these amazing people. A lot of old ladies as well. And it says, anybody got change of a $5? Well, all the handbags, the purses all came out and they started putting their change on a seat, a spare seat. And the bus stops, these two old ladies go on and one says, very naughty gambling on the bus at this time of the day. So everybody was lovely, and that's Glasgow for you. So there you go. It was amazing. Now, what do we got here? I'm just looking at all the... I have to move the chat up a bit. So tonight, I've thought to myself, if the football's on, I've got it wrong. Nobody's going to come and join me. And hundreds of you, thousands of you have come and joined me tonight. So there we are. So we know the Drumchapel very well. And I also remember going out to the community centre when I worked at Scott FM to give the young people a lecture on drugs. So there you have it. We love the Scots in Wales. Well, Dylan, I tell you, Dylan, we love the Welsh in Scotland. So there we go. All right, Jambo. Charlie DINKY-DOO. Are you a Jambo? There we go. I tell you. Now, Scotty, going to get a shout out for Ian. He's a big fan. Thomas, you can. Yes, indeed. I'm going to have to move you up now. It's not moving up. They should have you back on the phone lines. Open the phone lines, says Diesel. Are you smoking? No, I'm just a wee bit warm. I don't think I'm smoking yet, I tell you. DINKY-DOO, who will you be voting for? Well, I was thinking of voting for my auntie, because she does a lovely tray of tablet. She's got my vote, I tell you. Scotty, a shout out for Ian C. I can. Who were you cheering for in the Euros? I was cheering for Germany last. No, don't be silly. Who are you cheering for? I was cheering for Scotland, but the cheers kind of tailed off a wee bit. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. Now then, who have we got here? Everybody's following. This is fantastic. Scotty, Ian won't stop. I tell you. Scott, read this out, please, says Alfie. Okay, Alfie. It's a deal. We've read it out. I say to you. Third game today. Who have we got here? Guys, can everybody give us a thumbs up and subscribe on the YouTube? There we go. Fantastic. YouTube's a bit strange for subscribers. I mean, TikTok's absolutely heaving, and YouTube just a few select ones go, I'll give them a wee subscribe. So there we go. Right. We need to go, guys. This is finishing. The live's finishing. Right, I'm going to refresh it. There we are. We're back. Fantastic. Scotty, you're my favorite TikToker. Bless you. I think everybody with a TikTok account should follow Scotty McClue. That's what I think. Get following. Thank you for following, Alfie. Yes, guys, if you're watching on TikTok, please remember to follow. It's very important. And if you're watching on the YouTube channel, then get going. Billy Connolly, idea of changing the royal anthem to the Archers. Was amazing. Yeah, I wondered about if we did have to change the national anthem for any reason, you'd still have to get God Save the King in. But I wondered today about what a friend we have in Jesus. Would be quite a nice one to sing. We like that, I tell you. Yes, but good idea. We'll maybe have a night. We'll look at that. Scotty, Big Ped from Wave FM says hi. Michelle to Ian. How lovely. Say hi to Big Ped. What a great guy he is. I tell you. Alfie has sent me 16 red roses. Is that not just beautiful? Like and subscribe and don't get wide. Smiling face if you rate it. Absolutely. Scotty from Clyde 1. We like that song, Scotty. Yes, what a friend we have in Jesus. I need to play it on the accordion for you at some point. See if we can get that going. Real Radio. Can Connor have a big shout out? He's a big fan. Yes, absolutely. Lewis Freakley. Lewis, lovely. Face for radio, Diesel. Yes. And for television, Diesel. Remember, I did many years in television before I went on radio. Do the robot. Oh, the robot. Harry is sending me red roses. Thank you, Harry. You're very, very kind. You've all been so beautiful tonight, guys. You're lovely, lovely people. And I think we're going to have to go soon. Harry, Alfie's sending me more red roses. Alfie, what you like? Barry's just joined us. Dinky-Doo, Barry, lovely to have you with us. And a very, very warm welcome. Well, it's been a great night tonight, I tell you. Dinky-Doo, Scotty. It's Dodsy here. Scotty, are you still gracing our airwaves anywhere? Not at the moment, Alex, but we might well be at some point. It only takes one switched-on programmer. So there, look at his lovely pictures behind, Scotty, folks. Del Boys, they were gifts. That one was Red Rose. That one, whoa! 80% of target. That's Red Rose, and that was the graduation with the dog. You see Lord Reith the Labrador sitting there. Is that not just amazing? I tell you. Good night, Scotty. Good night, Susan. Lovely to have you all with us. Folks, thank you so much. Harry, what are you doing? And Dodsy, they're still sending. Oh, my goodness me, guys. And we're going to have to go. Dodsy, thank you so much for all your kindness. Thank you to everybody for a wonderful night tonight. Just so good of you all. I'll sing you the goodbye song. Are you ready? Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Take care, everybody, as you go. Goodbye, everybody. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. And a cheerio. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Take great care of your dear selves. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. Ta-ta. Cheery bye. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And of course, our lovely, lovely, lovely YouTubers. I say to you, thank you so much. Get sharing, get joining in all the discussions. RG Bargy, Scotty McClue saying Dinky-Doo to every single one of you. Tongues at the ready. Pa-pa. Pa-pa.